Hi, we're Chris and Jen. We've worked hard all our lives at home in Canada. Where we live, the weather is very cold in the winter. We own a boat called Now Playing and started to dream about a different and sunnier future where we could enjoy the boat more. Now Playing is like a floating cottage that we can take anywhere we want. The freedom. So we acted on our dream and bought a property in Belize. Yes, that's right, we bought 5 acres of untouched jungle on a floodplain in a developing country. Crazy. We fell in love with a small village called Hopkins, and with a large city river just minutes away, everything was perfect. I still can't believe we did it. We booked accommodations at the amazing Hopkins Inn and we're back in about a month. The Hopkins Inn is right in the heart of the village and was exactly what we wanted. We wanted to experience as much of the village as we could. Although we didn't have much time to enjoy it, it seemed we were always working at the property or doing work for our business back home.
All right, here we are on Saturday, and Jen and I are marking trees that are going to be cut down. This is full on jungle in here, and we are just trying to figure out what we're keeping and what we're chopping, or what the guys are chopping. Gonna have 4 or 5 guys with machetes in here hacking it up. So one of our goals is we're gonna open this up. You can just see the river through there. When we're done this week, there'll be a bunch of big trees left there because there are some monster trees, but we are going to open this right up so we can get a breeze through here. All right, so here we are. Got our crew of guys who are awesome with their machetes. And we're clearing. I can't believe how much better this looks already.
We were so excited. We were actually living our dream. As you can tell, I thought we were making great progress. Anthony's guys were rock stars. We helped as much as possible, and we were so soaked with sweat it looked like we fell in the river.
All right, day 2 of clearing. We are getting some serious progress. Our goal is to take about 100 feet next to the river, which is right here. So we're doing about 100 feet all the way across the front of the property. That's the first goal.
The reality was, it was very easy to clear cut jungle and just take everything. But we wanted to leave as much of the jungle as we could. We had to get the breeze through. The property had what looked like 2 streams. What they really were was runoff ditches. And because the river is tidal, as the tide went up or down, the water would flow.
All right, Jen and I are walking the property line, and you have to walk on bushes. Step where it's solid. So she's like 2.5 feet off the ground walking on these bushes. This is how the surveyors had to clear the property line. We're trying to make our way to the back, see what the back looks like. All right, now we're at the back. And if you look straight through there, that's going across the back of the property.
We spent an incredible week working every day, basically helping the guys clear and clean as much as possible. Our great neighbor Don was letting us access the property through his place. He had just built a few years previous and was living his dream. There was only one way to get to our property, and that was across a drainage ditch. We put a board down and away we went. This would bring us to the front left corner of the property, or the northeast corner. You can't really see them in the ditch, but there are hundreds of crabs living in there. Actually, they are everywhere. More about them later. I can't believe how much we got done, but I actually started to realize, man, how much work was ahead of us. It didn't faze us one bit though. We loved it here. You can now see huge piles everywhere. The guys will let it dry for a few weeks and then burn it. There's probably been 1,000 burn pile fires since we bought this property, and I'm not kidding. Now that we had our boots, or should I say Jen's flip-flops on the ground, we started to notice how many great features the property had. These are aspects we had no idea existed until we had actually spent time there. The two main huge bonuses were that our riverfront faced east. That meant we had open air for the Caribbean breeze to get through. As we started to open it up, the breeze was amazing and drove away a lot of the mosquitoes, which weren't nearly as bad as I had expected. The second major feature was, along the riverfront, the property was basically divided into 3 almost equal sections by huge mangrove trees. Interesting fact, the mouth of the City River has the largest mangroves in the world. You do need special permits to take them down, however, but luckily for us, we wouldn't need to do that. Awesome. We clearly started to mark trees to take down now that the underbrush had been removed. We were told by some friends and neighbors to be very specific with the guys as to what we wanted cleared, as I guess when most expats come to Belize and want their property cleared, it's basically stripped of everything. We wanted to leave as much as possible. As the guys started to take down the larger trees, the piles became gigantic. We had to leave soon, so we would miss one heck of a bonfire. I wonder if the guys roast hot dogs. What I had hoped to accomplish this week was to have 100 feet in from the river all the way across the front of the property cleared. Yeah, right, we weren't even close to that. So we marked as much as we could for removal and put our trust in the guys that they wouldn't leave us with a desert. Not gonna lie, I was extremely nervous about that. Just by chance, we happened to be there for Hopkins Day, one of the village's celebration days. The vibe was awesome. Everyone of all ages was having a blast. The people of Hopkins are so friendly. We felt like this was home. We were only able to be there for a week and we had to leave. The excitement about what we were doing was incredible. We were already planning our next trip back. We had a great meal and we flew home. Wow. Hey, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button. And also, let me apologize for the video quality. When we first started this adventure, we certainly had no idea the footage would be used on a YouTube channel. This is, however, all we have to tell the beginning of our story with, so bear with us. This was 6 years ago, and now my filming is much better. See ya!